Hey quilters, I'm Pam Hiller, AccuQuilt's cutting expert.
And I'm Erica Botker, AccuQuilt's creativity expert.
Welcome to today's trunk show called Pumpkin Spice Up Applique. Today, Eric and I will be sharing ways to spice up your fall season applique shapes with exciting embroidery and projects. And look, our A's are pumpkins. Huge shout out to Chelsea.
Cute. Thank you, Chelsea. We love
all things pumpkin today.
All things pumpkin. We have so much fall fun planned besides pumpkin graphics for you. We've got trunk show samples galore. Without further ado, let's get this pumpkin party started.
All right, quilters, it is fall, and I love it. It is gorgeous outside today.
So nice.
It is cool, crisp air, colorful leaves, and the best holiday of the year, Halloween.
That's right. And Thanksgiving.
There is.
And all things pumpkin and pumpkin spice. Now, I always get a little carried away with two things this time of year, pumpkins and fall quilts.
Luckily, we have dyes for that. We have two great dyes with pumpkins that are just right for the season. They are, I was looking for them over there.
Yep.
The Go Fall Medley dye. I'm going to let you hold this one.
All right.
All right.
Yes.
And the Go Pumpkins dye.
Yes.
All right. Shall we talk about the shapes on it?
Let's do. Now, we're going to talk about the fall medley in a little bit.
Yes.
But for right now, let's talk about those pumpkins because I just love it with the three different pumpkins.
There's three different sizes and the stems are different.
Different shapes. We got the tall, skinny, the baby, the kind of squatty one.
Yes. And I love this size of pumpkins because they're perfect for scraps.
And so many projects as well.
Yep.
So since we're talking about applique today and the ways that you can use it to spice up your projects, we want to kick off with reviewing some applique basics.
Oh, great idea. All right. Our applique shapes are designed for fusible applique. That means you can iron a fusible to the back of your fabric. So here's the front of my pumpkin fabric.
Yes.
And I've already pre-fused the fabric or the fusible on the back.
Right.
I've already ironed it. Yep. Then you're going to cut the shapes out with the die. So pre-fuse it.
Right.
Then cut it.
Yes.
And then you're ready to place your shape on your project. You just peel off that paper batting from the fusible and iron it onto your project.
That's right. Well, I think we should show how slick it really is and cut some of those pumpkins.
All right, so what I did was I measured, I'm just gonna cut the center pumpkin.
Okay.
You could cut all of them if you wanted.
Right.
Okay. And I just measured from here to here to see how tall it was. And I just made a strip. Now we can always cut up to 4 layers of pre-fused fabric. And I'm just gonna set it right here in the center.
Okay, perfect.
And normally, Erica, we would use a 6 by 12 die, because it's on a 6 by 12 mat. But since I'm just cutting one shape today,
Yep.
I'm just going to use the smaller mat.
And this is a great reminder that only what's covered with fabric and a mat will cut for us.
Right. All right, here we go.
Now remember, if you've put that fusible on, it's going to count as a half a layer. So you can cut up to 4 layers.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Look at this.
These are so cute.
Love them.
So cute. So to get that fusible off, just fold a corner back, peel the paper backing off, and you're ready to press that down.
Yeah.
Now, remember we've got all kinds of supplies for you on the website. We've got wool mats, we've got irons.
We have fusible and different
We have fusible, all kinds of fusible.
Yep.
But when it comes to finishing the edges, you've got so many options open for you. So you can use a straight stitch just inside the raw edge. You could use a decorative stitch from your sewing machine.
Right.
You could just press it onto your project and quilt over the top. That's Miss
Which
Pam's
I love
method.
to do that.
Or you could use an embroidery machine. But how about using the negative space that you make when you cut out a shape? So we've got a little bit of a different technique for using our applique shapes.
Okay, and this is a fantastic way to use up all your shapes. You want
All the scraps, yes. So
Okay.
we did this one with the fall medley die.
I love the big pumpkin on
Yes.
it. Okay. So what I did was I just took a whole bunch of my orange scraps
Yes,
and I sewed them together and I pressed them open.
perfect.
Okay. And then I kind of subcut it like how big I wanted it to be.
Okay.
And then I want it to be a little mug rug. So I just made this a 6 by 6 square.
And you fuse the fabric.
Yep. And then what I did was I just laid it over my pumpkin, and remember it's only going to cut where there's fabric and
Right.
a mat. So when I put my little 6 by 6 mat down here, I'll show you. I just stopped covering it there.
Right.
And then it's just going to cut the pumpkin shape and not our little pieces. And then watch this. Now I could just lay it over here and look. Isn't that super cute?
And because you have the fusible on there, you just have to press it down and it's ready to go. That is such a fun technique. Now, this is a great technique from our friends at Michael Miller Fabric. It's a totally different way to use applique shapes. We love it.
We saw it on social media and we loved it.
We just borrowed it right up.
Thank you. All right. Now, don't forget that we have free embroidery downloads for our non-designer shapes.
That's right.
Available in 3 different stitches. So here's some samples with that great pumpkin dye. So here's the satin stitch, the motif stitch, and the blanket stitch. So we'll start from here and I'll let you talk about this one. So blanket stitch is pretty much, I think, the standard for most people. You love the blanket stitch. But I do love this little motif stitch. This is when I cut spiders out of the Halloween dye. Then he looks hairy.
But if you're doing it, the cat or a dog or any kind of an animal, it kind of makes them look furry.
And flowers, it gives them kind of that technique.
Yes.
That little extra.
And the satin stitch is just a super smooth, very tight stitch. And I love using this for things that are going to get washed a lot.
Right.
So if you're putting it on tea towels or aprons or oven mitts, or maybe you're putting it on a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or a sweater, this is great for garments, for anything like that that's going to get washed a lot.
Yep.
But we also have some more complex embroidery designs available to purchase that are also so much fun. Now we're going to start off, with the Go Pumpkin Triple Number 2 embroidery design. Well, we don't want to get off with the graphics because they're so pretty. This one is by V-Stitch Designs, and I just love it.
Well, so super fun because you can use, these are the same fabrics, this is different. And what are these called, Erica?
Tendrils.
Tendrils, that's the word of the day. Use it 3 times. But I love how it stitches out so you can see the shapes of those pumpkins.
Yes, I do too. Now, next up, you'll see we've got the Go Pumpkin Double Number 3 embroidery designs. This is also by V-Stitch. And again, we've got those little tendrils. We're just pairing up 2.
Here's a good thing to remember.
Yes.
You want to make sure you cut your shapes the same way as the embroidery design.
Oh, yes, because
they
these
can go
really
left and
are
left.
directional shapes because of how the stems go.
Yes.
Now, next up, we've got the Go Pumpkin Double Embroidery Number 3
There we go.
design. And this one's got the little one laying down. The next one up we have is the Go Pumpkin Stack Embroidery design by V-Stitch. You know, kind of like we can stack our farm animals, now we can stack our pumpkins.
I think that. Okay. The next one, hands down, is my favorite of this collection. Our good friends at V-Stitch, they never disappoint. So here is the pumpkin truck. And it says pumpkin patch on it. This is Pam's pickup truck, which is my favorite of all of our applique shapes. But look at this, tendrils and then little leaves. But look, Erica, what's in the middle of the wheels?
Little bitty pumpkins.
Little bitty pumpkins. Isn't this so cute?
V-Stitch made me a special embroidery
They did.
too.
They made an Erica gnome.
We have an Erica gnome, but we're not revealing her yet.
Oh, well, it's super cute.
We have to get her on the website first.
Yeah. All right.
She won't be called Erica Gnome, but we'll call her that.
We'll keep the pumpkin fun going with some samples.
Oh, all right, samples. Okay, so all of today's quilt patterns are available as free downloads on AccuQuilt's website. So be sure to get your patterns downloaded before your dies arrive. That way you're going to be ready to go.
There you go. The first project we have is the Bountiful Gift Table Runner by Heidi Pridemore of the Whimsical Workshop, and she used P&B textiles. And I'm going to hold this because this is super fun.
This is super fun and super long. So look how fun this is. You could use any quilt block you like on the ends. You could use a group of smaller blocks. You could use just the one big 12-inch block.
Yes.
And then she's just done raw edge applique. She's on the
right over the
side
top
of the edges. And then she took the fall medley and put the acorns and a leaf in the corners.
So this is great for all the fall things, for October and November through Thanksgiving. I mean, this would be really pretty on a Thanksgiving
It really would be. It really would be.
I love it.
Revisit this sample again.
Okay.
The next one we've got is the Fall Frolic Skinny Pattern by Laura Strickland of Orange Blossom Quilts. So this is the original version that Laura made of this. Isn't this pretty?
Fun.
Super fun, traditional, a little bit more traditional fall colors.
Yes.
But then hanging behind us
Here.
on the back.
I'll go to this one if you want to go to this
Okay.
one. So this one is just done in black and whites and gray. And she used that half Ohio star, or 2/3 of, I guess, of an
Yeah.
Ohio star. But this one, again, she did just Raj quilting around. But huge shout out to Heidi Pridemore, because this,
No, this is Laura
or
Strickland.
Laura Strickland, this is actually tiny little squares sewn together to create that fabric.
Piece that gingham.
Yeah.
Wow. And then she enhanced it with the quilting.
Yes.
Now this is what she calls her vintage version. So these
like
are
that
a
one
little
a
bit
lot.
more muted colors. And again, both of these hit with really popular decor trims.
And stripe binding.
And stripe binding. All Hallows Eve, I think, on this one, a lot of those fabrics. Really fun.
So fun.
So the next one up we have is another table runner.
It's a good thing the Gibney's not here. None of these would
Take 'em
remain.
all. That's right. So this is the Go Pick of the Patch table runner. And you may recognize a little bit of those pumpkins coming back again.
But don't you love the fabric that looks like wicker baskets?
I do.
It's just so seasonal.
Really just screams Thanksgiving to me.
It
But
does.
we've got another version
Here, wait,
of
we
it.
got to show you the fabric on the back.
Oh, okay.
Because look at how fun that is.
Very Thanksgiving. But here's kind of a Halloweeny version of it.
weenie.
Halloweeny version. So we don't have as the more complex embroidery, but we've got very Halloween-like fabrics on the back of it.
Yes.
Changes the whole look of it, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh, so cute. Okay, next up is an all-time favorite, I think, of both of ours.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'm going to hold
So
this.
this is a truck for all seasons. This is by Terry Vandenbosch of Lizard Creek Quilting. She's used Maywood fabric, and you can see our fall season right down here with the tan fabric, and the pickup's got a pumpkin in the back of it.
And you could totally use the new embroidery pumpkin patch.
Oh, you sure could.
Okay. Terry made that. I love it.
I love it.
All right, Quilters, today's show is all about applique and embroidery. With that in mind, we want to know, do you own an embroidery machine? Erica has one at home, and we have a baby lock here in the studio.
That's right.
Is your answer yes, no, not yet, but I so want one?
That was me for a really long time.
If you're watching by the registration link or on YouTube, you can click the vote box that is below or to the right of our chat box.
And if you're watching via Facebook, vote on the box that displays over the video.
Now, just in case you're wondering, you can cut all kinds of material with our applique dies, not just cotton. If you're a fan of working with wool, our dies cut it beautifully, and it adds great texture and dimensions to projects.
It'd be great with these fall things.
Yes.
So you can really find some amazing wools out there.
All right, but there are other materials as well, like cork and felt and craft foam and more. With thicker materials, you want to make sure you just start with one layer.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
this is
an important tip.
This is the time of the year that I let Oakley, my granddaughter, just cut as many pumpkins and bats and Halloween
Yep,
things out
yep.
of cork, out of craft foam as she wants.
That's right. Now for many of us, fall just isn't fall without a pumpkin spice latte in our hand. So putting one on your fall projects with our Go Coffee and Tea medley seems only natural, right?
It does. All right. So here is that die. Erica, what does it have a blue back?
Well, because it originally came out to us as a limited edition die.
Ah, so if you don't have one yet, this is the coffee tea medley. It's on a 6x20 or 6x12 die board. It's going to fit through all of our cutters, including the Go Me. Now, it has the coffee mug to travel mug.
Right.
And what is this? I
That's
can't
the
remember
little-
what it's called.
The little paper sleeve.
Oh, the
little
sleeve,
cardboard
yep.
sleeve.
And here's the top, so your
Yes.
coffee doesn't spill out. And then here is our teacup and saucer.
And the handle cuts out. You can't see it really well, but that's where it cuts out the handle. And you'll see us using this little cutout piece later as steam coming out of the cup.
Good job, Justin. Look at that.
Look at that. You can see those blades.
I know.
Of course, we have free downloadable embroidery for this die as well, but we also have some super fun designs from V-Stitch that you can purchase, including some brand new ones. So we're going to kick it off with the Go Coffee Set embroidery by V-Stitch, and this is new.
Watch this. All these different coffee cups. So some of them have little saucers.
This one's got hearts. This one has the star. Love this for winter cocoa with the snow.
It has the marshmallows.
Yes.
Yes. And then this one is just pretty.
And it's got steam like a little heart.
Yes, and it has little lace, like it's pretty for a tea party or something.
Yes.
Look at how cute this is. But in my quilting head, I thought, oh, this is like melting like the marshmallows melt. This is just the saucer.
That's the saucer.
It's okay.
She thought it was a little...
Like a little Frankenstein monster. I'm all about the Halloween.
She's so Halloween.
All right.
All right, so the next one that we've got is our Go Coffee and Tea Medley 2 embroidery. This is also by V-Stitch Designs, and there are some really fun ones in here.
Am I getting these?
Yes, let's get these out.
Okay. There was a little discussion about embroidery designs earlier.
Well, I took away the ones that weren't in the show so we wouldn't get confused.
Okay, there we go.
So, now how much do you love this one? Here's our Witchy to Go
It
cup
is the Witchy to Go cup with the spider
with the spider sitting on top.
and a hot cocoa with the cherry on top.
And whipped cream, because you have to have whipped cream.
Yes, yes.
And all the love coming from your hearts.
I know, and this one's fun because it's kind of tipped.
Yeah,
And then cocoa and tea
yes,
for all you tea drinkers.
yes.
And stacking them all up.
Because we're stacking everything today. We're stacking our pumpkins, we're stacking our cups,
We're stacking it all.
we're just stacking.
I love these. Good job to V-Stitch. They're such good friends of ours.
Now we have another brand new one that I'm super excited about.
Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Maybe you're a fan of hot chocolate like me.
No.
No? Oh, wait.
Wait.
Sorry. This is it.
This is it. The Pumpkin Spice to Go embroidery by V-Stitch Designs. Hold your horses there.
We have so many cool
We have
embroidery
so many.
designs.
We're so excited we can't stand it. So here's our pumpkin spice and the little
that
leaves.
so
It's
cute?
so sweet.
I love the leaves. Okay.
Love it.
But maybe you're a fan of hot chocolate like me. I don't drink coffee. But one of the favorite of the next season coming up. So we have my favorite Halloween, but after that, this is, are you ready? The Peppermint Mocha embroidery designs by our good friends at
Isn't
V-Stitch.
that cute?
Peppermint candies, candy cane, and this is like dotted.
Fabric.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
So cute. And this stitch looks almost like a little tree. I mean, it's just to die for.
Just amazing. Okay.
All right, and who better to serve up your favorite coffee or tea beverage than your favorite barista? Well, we met our favorite little barista. Here he is. It's Go Barista Joe Gnome Embroidery by V-Stitch Designs.
That's so
Isn't that
awesome.
cute?
So awesome. And we name him Barista Joe after producer Joe.
That's right.
And I just think it's darling because there truly now is a gnome for all seasons.
That's right.
All occasions.
That's
V-Stitch
right.
comes up with them all the time. And the little coffee shop, look
Little
how cute
coffee
that is.
shop, a little apron. You can see his
Yep.
little apron tie.
There you go.
Super cute.
Little stash. I love it. All right.
Well, I couldn't agree more that he is just the cutest little thing. So let's celebrate this occasion with some more great quilt patterns and projects, starting with the Go Coffee Kitchen Essentials by Marianne Fontana.
Wait till you see this. This is a whole
Okay.
collection. This
Whole
would be such a
collection.
great gift, like a hostess gift.
So we've got a really fun oven mitt made with the oven mitt die, but
Right.
look at these tea towels that she's
They have
done.
donut fabric.
They have donut. And everybody needs donut fabric in their life.
I do. And look at how fun this is. And she just did a blanket stitch along the edge to just keep it straight. But fun towels. And then she matched it here with the oven mitt.
It's so clever.
I just think it's a great, clever hostess gift.
It really
so you could
is.
totally do an oven mitt and a tea towel with pumpkin designs if you're going somewhere
Oh,
for
sure.
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
and you want to bring a little gift.
Or put that pumpkin spice latte on there.
There you go, Barista Joe.
Barista Joe. All right, next up we've got the Go Cafe wall hanging and matching pot holders. Again, these are by Marianne Fontana.
Look at how fun these are.
So cute. The classic alphabet, 2-inch, is used on that one. These would just be so fun in the kitchen.
Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely. And the pot holders are
Pot
great.
holders, and they're double-sided, and they've got little pockets in them. They're really fun.
Oh, I didn't see they had pockets
Yeah,
in
they've got
them.
pockets.
Oh, way to go, Marianne.
Right. So the next up is one of my favorite all-time ones. It's the Brew Crew Table Topper. This pattern is by Terry Vandenbosch of Lizard Creek Quilting. She's used Maywood fabrics,
And it's
or Michael Miller.
Michael Miller
excuse me.
fairy dust. It's
Yes.
so cute.
Yes, look at that fairy frost, and we've got the cups, it just shimmers. I love the fabrics.
Yep, and it's made with a cube, a 12-inch cube, and so easy to put together. So you really could change up the colorway, use our Go Quilt program, change up the colorway.
All the seasons.
Yep.
All right, and you can't have a hot drink without a hot drink mug rug.
I've not seen this until this morning.
Yeah, this one's by Bealy of Be a Quilter. And she's used the cup from the coffee and tea medley, and she's pieced the little border there. And yep, that's the steam out of the handle that we talked about.
Make steam. You could totally make a stack of these in no time.
Oh, you could. Those would be great teacher gifts.
I was just thinking that'd be great for teacher gifts, or at Christmas time you could have them on people's plates to take
and
home.
a little coffee shop gift card.
Oh, there you go.
Roll it up inside a mug.
She's already
Full
there.
of ideas.
All right, quilters, earlier we asked you, do you own an embroidery machine? The answer is yes, no, or not yet, but I really, 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 really want one. If you're watching by the registering through YouTube, you can click the vote box that is below or to the right of the chat box.
And if you're watching via Facebook, vote from the box that displays over the video.
All of today's great fall patterns really have my quilting head spinning. And when we were getting ready for the show, we knew that we just had to talk about pumpkins, one of which is included on our fall medley die.
Yes.
Now I'm going to
gone back and forth with the fall medley die because we've used it so much.
Okay. So again, it's on a 6x12 die board. It's going to fit through all of our cutters, including that Go Me. And it has a nice big pumpkin, 2 different kinds of leaves, and an acorn with a little top.
I know, and I would never cut any of these by hand. This die is just perfect for making fall home decor projects like garlands and table runners, placemats, even decorating pre-made tablecloths.
I think it's just fabulous.
Yeah, you can do so much with it.
Yeah. All right.
Now, another die that just screams fall for me is one of my favorite bobs or block on board dies. It's the Go Maple Leaf die.
I had to think about what that was. We have so many, so many great bob dies.
So many worked up about it.
Okay.
Now this is great. It makes an 8-inch finished block, right?
It does. Out of a 9 patch, which is kind of a cool little thing. But the best part is it has some great features. This little stem.
Yes.
Because when you're trying to make a maple leaf, it's really hard to do the little stem.
And you waste a lot of fabric.
Yeah.
The other way.
Yeah. So it would really be difficult with that standard flip method and cut to get that little skinny one. Okay? All right, but we're gonna lay some fabric down. And gosh, I hope I got all the right pieces. I was cutting fabric earlier.
We have you confuzzled earlier.
No, we're just so fun, okay? And it's on a 6x24 die board. So many of our bob dies now.
Yes.
Our new Whirling Star, all of them, 6x24.
You can use them on all of the cutter.
We're gonna use our Go Big because we can.
Yes. It's right here for us.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna get this cut and we're gonna show you how it kind of goes together real quick. This is a super beginner-friendly die. It's just really quick and easy. It's fun. It's a classic. And like Pam said, it is so fun because these are shapes. Okay, let's get
That
our,
you're not gonna find anywhere
you're not going to
else.
find other places. That's right.
Okay.
So, of course, we've got our, oh, so many threads.
Yesterday when I was sewing, I had tons of threads.
Tons of threads.
Oh, sorry. Okay, now I purposely cut those together so you could sew them together, which is our big trick.
And I'm laying them out, though, so
I know,
I just
it's okay.
ruined your whole spiel.
She did, but it's okay. I like her.
But look, those dog ears are cut off so that we can place them right together.
Right, and there's
Yep.
one more right there,
Yep.
right?
Yep. And then you've got 3 that are going to combine to do your center.
Look at me cutting all the right pieces.
Yes, you did.
Did I not get that all the way over there?
No, you didn't,
Okay,
but
but
that's
here we go.
okay.
Okay, ready? It's this part we want to talk about.
Yes.
So these are different, okay? So I'm going to
Yes.
just move them here. These are different
Yes.
because in your quilting head, you think those are the same size. They are not.
Au contraire.
Au contraire. But when you line it up here with the dog ears,
It's going to line up just perfectly. You're going to sew that 1/4 inch seam allowance, And when you press it open, it's going to be that perfect stem block.
Yes.
And how easy is that? It's just a basic
Yeah.
9-patch. Super great for chain piecing. Gives you that fun little stem piece,
Yeah.
and you'll have it in no time at all.
I love it.
All right, and like I said, it's a 9-patch that finishes to 8 inches, so it's math that we can avoid doing, and shapes that you're not gonna find in your cube, right?
Oh, very much so. And this is adding some different sizes, like we said, that don't live in the cube. But wait till you see the next trunk show
That's
segment.
right, you are so right. But you dreamed up a fun little project recently with your cube, didn't you?
I did. So last week, I made a bat
Yes.
out of my 5-inch cube. So this week, I made a jack-o'-lantern.
Isn't that cute?
And he's purple for Erica, and he's purple
Yes.
because he matches the bat and
Yes.
the other blocks that I've done out of these Halloween colors.
Super adorable.
So super cute. Now, this is really important to realize. So I used my 5-inch cube. I used the smaller elements, shape 2 and 5,
Okay.
the square and half square triangle. So this finished on an 8x8 grid to a 10-inch block.
Very cool.
Okay, so sometimes you think, oh yeah, my 5-inch cube will make 10-inch blocks, and you usually think of those larger elements, which is true.
Right.
But I used the smaller ones to make my little jack-o'-lantern.
And you made a stem too.
I did. Half square triangles for days.
Wonderful. You're well on your way to a sampler quilt. All right.
Yes.
Well, speaking of samples, I think we should show off some more.
Oh, let's do.
Okay. So let's see. What do we have? Oh, here is the Go Maple Leaf Table Runner pattern.
Here we go. All right. So this one is, Erica made this one.
I did.
This is a great pattern that uses just 4 of those maple leaves.
So we've got groups of 4, and then they're broken apart with the sashing and the cornerstone. But this is a super scrappy friendly pattern. We've used 2 different colors in these maple leaves.
Little grunge in there.
A little grunge in there, a little speckled, but you could totally go in with all of your fall scraps and make these.
Yes. And we say this all the time. Oh, look how pretty the back is.
It is a pretty.
We say this all the time. Start with a table runner. And this is a great season for table runners because
It really is.
you have Halloween and you have Thanksgiving, and you just have all of that fun table runner themes.
Now, speaking about fun, here's a totally different look for that maple leaf. This is the Go Maple Leaf Sunflower Throw Quilt pattern by Ellen Alt of Handmade 3D.
Look at how fun this is.
This is that same grouping of 4 maple leaf blocks, but Ellen has set them on point, and she doesn't have the sashing that we just saw in the table runner. And look what a difference it makes.
Just different, completely different. You would never think it was the same thing.
No, she's used partial blocks. It's really very clever.
And look at that beautiful orange.
Wonderful. Next up, we've got a Go Cube 10-inch fall table runner pattern.
Okay, whenever I see this, I think you could use any size cube. You could make it as long as you wanted, and you should totally make it in Halloween colors.
But here's the fun thing that we've done in here. This is a little basket full of acorns. That basket is from the spring medley. So
Yes.
look at the shapes on your dies. Don't get hung up with what they're called, because there's nothing to say that you can't use that spring medley basket all year round for things.
Well, for example, the summer medley has a shovel, which you could totally use in winter.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm loving all these table runners.
Speaking of clever, next up is the Go Pumpkin Spice Latte Throw Quilt by Terry Vandenbosch.
And Miss Erica made this one as well.
I did, and this one is super fun because it's all, it goes so quick, it goes so easy. We've used our maple leaf die, but you know what? We used the same shapes on that maple leaf die to make the Friendship Star blocks. And again, it's a 9-patch that's finishing at 8 inches.
And a huge shout out to our good friend Christina Morrow for quilting it.
Yes, thank you, Christina. And then I cut the 8-inch finished squares and appliqued on them. And it's that simple. Really quick, fun fall pattern.
I love it. So many fun fall themes.
So many things.
It's a good thing that it's only 60 degrees outside
That's
today.
right.
All the patterns we've shown you today are available as downloads at on the AccuQuilt website. Be sure to get your patterns downloaded before your die arrives and now that the weather has turned, so you'll be all ready to go.
That's right.
Do you think you know the answer to the
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Early in the show, we asked, do you own an embroidery machine? The choices were yes, no, not yet, but I want one. So I think the answer, I feel like so many of our quilters own embroidery machines, but I think the most popular answer is not yet, but I want to get one.
Okay, well, let's
Let's
see what Joe has to say. The team's counted up all of the votes, and it's time to announce the winning response. Now we need a drum roll. Yes,
Is the answer.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Welcome.
Good job.
Congratulations, embroidery machines.
So that's wonderful to know. So think about all of the great applique shapes that we have, and if you own an embroidery machine, holy smokes.
You know, it's just, we say it all the time, but seriously, we are coming up on gift-giving season,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So any time of the year, though, if you're going to somebody's house for dinner, or if you need a shower gift or whatever,
Right.
they make you look so good, quilters.
Right.
They
With
make
so
you look really
little
good.
effort there.
With
It's-
very little effort, yeah.
We hope you've enjoyed today's fall projects and ideas to help spice up your seasonal projects.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, if you've been waiting for our show to end before you buy, now is the time. Here's your link. Get everything you need while it is still available for you.
All right, we are here to remind you at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time.
So you can quilt and embroider more.
We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching our show. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and look for live events every Tuesday and Wednesday.
You can visit the events page on AccuQuilt's website for more details on upcoming shows. And while you're there, check out the blog for tips, tricks, tutorials, and inspiration galore.
And remember, at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time.
So you can quilt more.